Hello everyone, I'm Jasmine, a copywriter and certified content marketing strategist. And today I want to talk to you all about how to write compelling copy. So stick around.
Hi, I'm Jasmine, copywriter and certified content marketing strategist, helping you get set up for success online through the power of copywriting and content marketing strategies. Let's get to it.
So here's what you need to know if you are interested in writing compelling copy. So first things first, I want to help you understand when I say compelling copy, what exactly do I mean by that? And what I mean by that is you've created content that's inspirational. You've created content that evokes interest and attention, and you are inspiring them in an irresistible way, right? And so that's what I mean when I say crafting compelling copy, right? And so, like, how do you go about doing that? That's what I want to share with you more in depth to help you tap into your writing skills and offer you some writing tips that I use in my own business to help me craft compelling copy. And just to give you a little background about me, in case you didn't know, I have been writing for almost 10 years now. First in corporate America, now through my own business, over the last few years through my own business. Writing is what I went to school for. Have a degree in English and creative writing. And I got my start writing in the magazine industry. And then I also transitioned to my last job in corporate America. I was writing on the marketing team at a management company. And so I just want to share with you. So I said all that to say, I know what I'm doing when it comes to writing. Writing is definitely my thing. And I want to share with you how you can start crafting compelling copy using these tips that I'm going to offer you today, right? And so the first tip that I want to offer you is to start with you. Start with what you already know, with whatever your expertise is, with whatever your experience is, with whatever the lessons that you've learned along your journey. That's what I want you to start with. Understanding where you are able to bring to the table, if there's something notable or memorable or special, or maybe you know how to get engaged in 6 months, or maybe so like whatever you feel like your sweet spots are. I want you to begin to think about what your sweet spots are that you can start sharing with an audience. So start with you, look on the inside, start with an understanding of what you're able to bring to the table. Maybe you're pioneering something. So just thinking about what you are a pioneer of in your life and business, or some of those noteworthy moments or memorable moments that you have to share with an audience. So start with you. That's my first tip, right? And so the second tip I want to offer you is to start thinking about your legacy. Like, if you want to craft compelling copy, you have to bring the meat. And part of bringing the meat is sharing like the juicy, valuable, good stuff that people are able to take away as nuggets, right? And so start thinking about, what's on your heart, mind, and soul that you'll be, that will represent you in your legacy should, you pass, and I know it's kind of morbid to think about, but like, what would you share with your children if you were to leave this earth? What would you share with your, 12-year-old self about, what would you share to people who are where you were 2 to 5 years ago? Start thinking about your legacy. Start thinking about yeah, start thinking about your legacy and tap into that. Like, so you can start crafting compelling copy. You're pulling from this place within you that is really pouring out the best of what you know, or you're pouring out your heart and soul into the content that you're creating, because you're speaking from a place where you are tapped into why you're doing it, or you're tapped into you're tapped into why you're doing it. So pull from that place within you to help you craft compelling copy. So that is my second tip, right? Okay, and so the third thing I want to share with you is to write as if you're being paid $1 million for this information. And why do I say that is because oftentimes when people write content that usually isn't compelling, they're holding back. And they are just regurgitating information that everyone's already read before, everyone's already learned before. And when you do that, you sound generic, you sound just like everyone else, and your content won't be compelling if you sound like everyone else. You have to offer people a new perspective, new insight, new information, you have to offer them value. Like, what is different about what you have to share? Like, why did you spend an hour writing this blog post, or why did you spend an hour writing this email, or however long it takes you to just write something that everyone already knows about? So when you're writing content, write it as if you're being paid $1 million, because maybe indirectly you are, either through all the different clients that you're able to get over the amount of years, or, so just think about hey, you're getting paid a lot of money for this. Like, what would you tell someone, what would you tell your client, your customer, if they were paying you $1 million for this information? So just thinking about that, give them what they need to know, give them the best of the best, so that, tell them what, and if they want to learn how, yes, then they could hire you for the how, but tell them what, and don't hold back on the whats, because that people will find that very valuable. This is an information age, and if you're not going to bring them value through your content, someone else will, and they're going to end up doing business with that person who will bring value in what they're sharing. So don't hold back, and make sure that when you're writing, write as if you're getting paid $1 million for it. Trust me. That's my little secret. And so hopefully you're able to take these tips, to run with it, to be able to craft compelling copy from here on out. And so make sure, like I said, to think about what you are an expert in and what your experiences are. Think about, and all this kind of flows together too, right? Think about what you would tell yourself if this was your legacy, and also think about, what would you say if you're being paid $1 million? So all in all, this is what is, if you recognize what I'm doing here, like, all in all is really, when it comes down to crafting compelling copy, it really just comes down to how much value are you adding to people's lives. And it could be inspiring. That's very compelling, right? It could be because that's what we shared. Like, if it was compelling copy, then it was getting people's attention, because it's evoking interest, it's getting their attention, it is powerfully, irresistible, it is inspiring. That's compelling copy. It evokes their interest, people. So you have to evoke people's interest. How do you evoke people's interest? By telling them something that they've never learned before, giving them a new perspective they've never thought of in that way before, and sharing people valuable information that's meat, that they're able to pick up those nuggets and apply it to their lives. So hopefully you found these tips very helpful. Give me a thumbs up. Like, let me know, hey, did I give you an aha? Like, did you love anything that I shared with you? If you want me to share more, you have to, you let me know. If you want me to post more videos like this and share my insights around this whole world of copywriting, you gotta let me know that I'm helpful for you. So let me know, even if you have questions coming up around like writing in general or writing tips or anything that I shared in this video, let me know that too. That way I can post more videos around those questions that you are that you're wanting to know about, or even just comment, reply to your comments as well. I definitely do that too. But yeah, I thank you so much for tuning in on this video and learning how to craft compelling copy, how to write compelling copy. And so until next time, peace and blessings to you all, and go and make some magic. Bye.